Hey guys, it's Christine with Bailey Family Insurance, and I have my good friend Terri Noel with Encore Consulting here with us. She is the publicity committee with the Levitt AMP Music Series here in Springfield. So we are so excited for her and her special guest to join us today.
Yes, I'm here today to introduce a special guest, Sheila Walk. She'll be joining our conversation today to tell us about the next 5 upcoming concerts that are part of the Levitt AMP Music Series. It's a 10-week free concert series that is set up on the lawn north of the Governor's Mansion. And every Thursday at 6 p.m., we offer a local band and a traveling touring band. And the series is sponsored by PNC. So I want to introduce Sheila. She's the current executive director of the Springfield Area Arts Council, joining the staff in 2016. She earned her bachelor's degree with high honors in speech communications from Eastern Illinois University. Prior to her current position, she was a high school teacher for 27 years, directed or produced 22 plays, 30 musicals, and coordinated 27 one-act play festivals. So she is a wonderful resource for Levitt AMP Music Series as she helped to book all of the concerts. We're excited to hear about the upcoming events, and we want to welcome Sheila Walk.
Yes. Well, welcome, Sheila. We are so excited to have you and for you to tell our listeners a little bit more about the Levitt AMP Music Series.
Well, thank you for letting me into your studio today, and to Bailey Family Insurance for this opportunity to talk about the work that we're doing in the community.
Absolutely.
Thanks also to Terri, not only for that good introduction, but also for the work she has done to let as many people know as possible that we have created a very welcoming and a very safe space for our Levitt AMP Springfield concert series. We began some weeks ago and will continue through August 5th. They're always on Thursday nights, 6 o'clock, an area opening band, and at 7 o'clock, a touring headliner. Now, we brought together a diverse committee of people to help us spot which artists we wanted to come in to highlight particular genres. And regular watchers of this site have already heard from Senor Berenzuela about some of the Latin artists that we've brought in. So I'm going to tell you a little more about the Levitt AMP series itself, and then spotlight those upcoming concerts, knowing that all of you are welcome to come.
Wonderful.
The Levitt Foundation is a national family foundation that gives grants to medium-sized and small-sized cities nationwide, from Ocala, Florida to Soldotna, Alaska.
Wow.
It's a matching grant, so the community has to commit to match the amount from the Levitt Foundation. The folks at Downtown Springfield Heritage Foundation and Downtown Springfield Incorporated, co-sponsors of this event, did a wonderful job fundraising. And whenever you see our posters around town, you'll see that list of sponsors that has helped us stage this series. The Levitt Foundation firmly believes that offering free, live, high-quality, high-energy music to a community will promote community.
Absolutely.
As we come out of that pandemic, we know how much we've missed being in an audience. We've missed dancing and listening and sharing experiences musically. The Levitt AMP Concert Series in Springfield gives us all an opportunity to do that. The other part of the Levitt Foundation's goal is to help a city determine what to do with an underused space. In our case, it's where the old Abraham Lincoln Hotel and YWCA once sat, there on the block between Capitol and Jackson and 4th and 5th in downtown Springfield. It's been empty for a long time. Before the emptiness, it was a parking lot. It's the front lawn of the Executive Mansion, which is the third longest continuously occupied executive mansion in the country.
Wow.
So we want to have a welcoming space there for residents, certainly, for downtown workers and shoppers and diners, and for the tourists who help so much contribute to the Springfield economy. So by combining this desire to amplify that space with the power of free live music, we're hoping that the city will realize that people will come to that block for quality entertainment. And we're succeeding. We first got this grant in 2019, 10 free concerts with a diverse lineup. When 2020 came and the pandemic forced us all to be careful and safeguard our health and our family's health, our co-workers' health even, the Levitt Foundation gave all of its partner communities a bridge grant. Here in Springfield with that bridge grant, we did a meal giveaway in partnership with Black-owned local restaurants. 300 meals went out in a weekend.
Amazing.
And then we re-granted part of that bridge grant to 3 local nonprofits so that they could provide free virtual music lessons to young musicians who otherwise couldn't afford them.
Wow.
And the reports coming back from those 3 nonprofits have been glowing. So the Levitt Foundation indeed is a good partner. It aligns perfectly with the mission of the Springfield Area Arts Council, the local nonprofit, now in its 45th year that I have the honor of directing. Our mission is to enrich the community through the arts, more art for more people. And this does that.
Absolutely.
I am so happy with the number of people that come out to these concerts. Last week we had bluegrass. The band played on that covered stage and people just danced in the rain and have been talking about it ever since.
Wow.
And that's the kind of spirit that the Levitt Foundation and all the presenting partners here in Springfield, along with our sponsors, want to create. So know that you are very welcome. It's family friendly. You can bring a picnic or not. You can pick up food from area restaurants as a takeout and come onto the lawn with that or not. We do have a couple of stands for purchasing beverages, both for-profit and nonprofit enterprises, but you also can bring a beverage of your choice or not. You can bring blankets or lawn chairs. The Springfield Park District has activities monitored and fun for all ages in one corner of that block. It's very safe. Local politicians often come out, but it's mostly the families. I remember the first concert in the first year, as people were leaving, a woman turned to a man and said, "Let's buy new lawn chairs and come every week."
Aww.
I was invested right then and to all that the Levitt AMP Springfield series can bring. And you won't know unless you come. So you have a few more chances to come. When the show comes about and hits the airwaves provided by cyberspace, you have an opportunity to hear on July 8th and July 22nd some Latin artists. It's Tito Puente on the 8th and Fulanito on the 22nd. Latin jazz, then Latin dance. And you heard about that in another broadcast. So I'll talk a little more about July 15th. That entertainment committee that I mentioned earlier, they wanted reggae to be part of the lineup.
I love it.
Representing a music from another culture. So we're starting at 6 o'clock with Loud Clouds. That's a local reggae group
Wow.
that many people don't get an opportunity to hear. And they've been on hiatus for a little while, but they're practicing hard and will give us a great lead-in for Jose. Jose is an award-winning reggae band out of Chicago, and they will have everyone dancing, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
On July 29th, we have the groovy sounds of a popular local big group, Capital Sound. They just come off a great performance at Juneteenth, and they're going to bring that same energy to the Levitt AMP stage. That's Capital Sound at 6 o'clock on July 29th. They'll be followed by Basil and the Supernaturals. This touring group is renowned for their soulful sounds. So a little bit of rhythm and blues, a little bit of funk, a little bit of soul. I think it's going to be a great evening on July 29th. Basil and the Supernaturals have never been to this part of Illinois and might never come if not for Levitt AMP Springfield. So I hope everybody comes and gets a look at a unique act. Then we'll end the season on August 5th. Again, it's a Thursday. We'll begin with a Central Illinois band at 6 o'clock, Nectar, and finish our season at 7 o'clock with a group, Rat Boys, that has a lead female singer. But it's Rat Boys, and they are beginning their American tour with our concert, and so we're really honored to have that group with us. That's independent or indie rock. So we really do try to please all age groups, all economic groups, etc., and bring as many people as possible to the Levitt lawn. What else would you like to know?
This was amazing. So thorough. Thank you so much. I have been following it the last 5 weeks. I'm so looking forward to the next 5. Yes. But what you just provided us was even more thorough than what I could find out online. So we hope you guys are still listening and able to actually hear those brief intros and bios about those different groups that are going to be here performing for us. So when we can just feel your passion for this, they've picked the perfect person to help head the project.
Thank you.
Sheila has already mentioned the things that you can bring to prepare to make sure it's the most enjoyable. They have prepared such a safe, fun, family-friendly environment. So I think that you've covered everything. I guess the last thing is just for our viewers, we are going to put the links to the website and the Facebook page here below. So just go on, dive in, share it, invite your friends, and just make a date, and go ahead and do one of the earlier ones, because I'm sure you're going to want to go to the rest of them as well. So congratulations. Such a huge thing for Springfield. So exciting. But thank you so much for coming and filling in our listeners. Thank you guys for listening.
Yes, thank you. And you'll find me on the Levitt grounds. So by all means, introduce yourself. I'll be wearing a name tag instead of a microphone. I would love to hear about what brought you to our series. People do sometimes wonder about parking. So I'm going to give this as a little PS. It's free on the street parking, and if you can't find anything right there in the neighborhood, at the corner of 6th and Capitol, next to the Hoagland Center for the Arts, there is a parking garage, and that's only $1. So parking is easy. That garage is just a block away through Bicentennial Plaza. So don't let anything stop you. Not weather, not parking, not anything. Let curiosity and the love of music bring you to Levitt AMP Springfield.
Absolutely. Thank you for that tip. And as you guys have already seen, the community really has turned out and gotten behind this, and that is just sensational and ultimately what it's all about. So thank you so much again. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you there.
Thank you.
Bailey Family Insurance.